And Ray, it all started with you. Can you give us a little background of how everything started? Because everything started with you, man. You're the man. I mean, you are Ray Thompson.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, I started my martial arts training in March of 1974 in a little town called Bamberg, South Carolina. I was going to military school there. And there is a gentleman that came to our school, offered to teach karate classes, and I jumped on it. Now, my inspiration for starting in the martial arts was Elvis Presley, believe it or not. Yeah, Elvis was my inspiration. As a kid, my mom was a huge fan of Elvis, so anytime Elvis was on TV, we were watching Elvis. So I would watch him, and I became a fan. And then I'm watching this guy beat up the bad guys with these really cool moves, and I'm thinking, man, is that karate? So I thought, man, I got to learn that. So I don't know how I was going to do it at the time. I was a kid, but man, I'd love to learn that stuff. So when this guy came to our school and offered to teach classes, I jumped on it and been at it ever since.
What were the organizations you fought under?
I think I fought under that first fight. I fought under, I think that was the PKC, but I'm not sure.
PKC, yeah.
Under Glenn Keeney. I think I was under Glenn Keeney.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, yes.
And then my next fight, actually, 3 years later, I fought in a tournament. It was one weight class, 165 and up. It was no rules. Stand up to the ground. It was a pretty rough tournament. And some guy out of Atlanta came to the Greenville area, which is where I was living at the time, Greenville, South Carolina. A guy came up from Atlanta and promoted this no rules event. Now, this was 12 years before the first UFC.
Wow.
I think the first UFC was in 92. Mm-hmm. This was in 1980 when I fought. So it was a 2-day tournament. I fought once on Friday, and I fought 4 times on Saturday.
Wow.
4 times. And I ended up winning the tournament. I had no idea that was possible, but I did. But it was stand up. There was 3 rules. 1, you couldn't kick straight up between the legs.
Yeah.
You can kick straight into the groin. That was legal, but you couldn't kick up between the legs. You couldn't hit straight into the throat. And you couldn't bite. You can hit on the ground.
We got a picture of him, some guy laying on the ground, and he's up in the air getting ready to stomp this dude's head. I'm like, Dad, we're not afraid you're going to kill this guy?
It is what it is.
I'm trying to find. We have a picture of it somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How old were you, Stephen, at that time?
Man, I wasn't even born. I was born in 1983. This was 80.
Oh, my God. Yes. Oh, geez. That's right. Yeah.
So, yeah. And then from there, I fought in a few little tough man contests. I just fought where I could. I fought in a couple of tough man contests. And that's about it. By then, he was coming along, and my karate school was, we were trying to develop it. And I just, didn't follow the dream. I didn't follow the dream because it was just almost impossible, really, for me in my situation. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna open a martial arts school. I'm gonna study. And I'm going to develop my school. Fighting is, it was too time consuming, and there was not enough return for the effort.
Jerry Trimble.
Yeah, Jerry Trimble was a bad motherfucker.
Golden Boy. That's what they call Atlanta's Jerry Trimble.
He hails from Vancouver, British Columbia. The school teacher is so proud.